What's up, guys? Just alpha this bitch because we're fucking alpha men. And in this video, I'm gonna be going in depth about female nature, just a tad bit, but mainly I'm gonna be bringing up a story that has happened in the recent past that gives you an idea of why and how you should be able to proceed with certain women in terms of when you're going about with dating them and things like that. So I got my motherfucking notes. So let's get into that shit real quick, dog. Now, female nature. The female mind, bro. What females go off of is validation. Now, the reason that the females go by validation is because of the fact that most women are very insecure. And since they're insecure, they believe that they have to have external validation. That's why you see girls that have boyfriends or something like that and they become IG models or whatever. But if a girl is not on Instagram for business purposes, like if she's not getting paid for the pictures that she's putting out, or she's not like a fitness trainer to the point where she's showing off her results as an inspiration for other females so that they can be able to see how good she is as a trainer, then she's doing that for validation. Those likes give her some type of validation. But it's funny because she's going to chase the guy that's not giving her any of that fucking validation because his validation is the shit that matters the most. All right? Now, when a girl tells you that she loves you, in actuality, it's only going by how she loves how you make her feel in that moment. That's how it is. Because if you're bringing up insecurities to a woman, then they're gonna pull back and they're gonna go to somebody else that is not giving them that validation. Because they're basically just like, oh, I'm getting the validation from this guy. So it's not really flaring up the emotions like that anymore. Okay? That's why whenever you're not texting a female back or anything like that, even if they have multiple options, they have multiple dudes that's hitting them up, um, they're going to be thinking about the guy that's not giving them any type of fucking attention. Now, going a little bit more into the female validation, that's why you should not be pushing for a fucking relationship. As a guy, the girl has to be coming up to you and showing you that she is trying to have that relationship with you. Because if not, bro, if not, then you're constantly going to be battling with the other guys that are her orbiters. Because every female has some guys that's in the background that can come up to the forefront whenever you're fucking up in terms of being super insecure, which could be led on because you're the one that asked for the relationship and she wasn't ready for it. A female would literally go along, play the role with you just so that she can have your validation as her boyfriend, but then she's still getting the validation from these other guys in terms of texting them, meeting up with them. And it doesn't matter if you're hanging out with her every single day. That doesn't fucking matter. You can never stop a female from going out and cheating, and you're never gonna find out if she actually is doing it because of the fact that she's a female. Like, as a guy, we have to fucking at least go on a date with a fucking female. Or if we're gonna go smash them, like, what girl is just gonna allow you to just come to her house? What quality woman that doesn't need your validation, that is confident in herself, is just gonna call you to go over her house? If you're just some regular ass motherfucker. If you're like Drake or like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio or fucking like a high status dude where they can tell the story of, oh yeah, I smashed this guy to her friends and stuff like that, and it can just be fine, like, you're not that. If you're just some regular dude that's working a 9 to 5 and you don't have this high status, as in the people that I just mentioned, To have a high quality woman just let you go over and do that shit with no dates or anything like that, it just sounds ridiculous. That's not how that shit works. Now, the reason that you're not going to push for a relationship, guys, is because if you do that, you're automatically going into the relationship as if this woman is above you. And if a woman is not looking at you as in you're the prize, then you're always going to have that insecurity. You start acting insecure inside the relationship because she doesn't see you as the prize, because you automatically thought that she was going to be the prize at first. Then she's going to go, and in the back of her mind, subconsciously, she's going to be testing you a lot. She's going to be, her hypergamous nature is going to come out a lot, to the point where she's going to at least be looking at other guys, thinking about other guys, and other things like that. It doesn't matter how alpha or how masculine. If you're the one that brought the shit up, then that's how she's going to see you. And if she sees that you're on your grind or something like that, then maybe you can be able to salvage that. But you have to let her see you as the prize. And that can be from having other women around you, or that can be from working on your purpose, getting money, having your own life to the point where you don't need to even be around her. If you have that shit going down, then, she could see you as that alpha. But at the same time, if you're the one that's asking for it, she's always going to be looking like, oh, why the fuck? Like, maybe he's not as high value as I thought. Like, why the fuck does he want me? Because they're naturally insecure. Now, going off into that, let's go into a little story time. Now, I wrote this shit down because I wanted to make sure that this story was in detail, in depth, because I didn't want to miss any points, because I wanted to show you guys what the fuck is up. So, there was this one girl that I was smashing when I was in high school. I'm 25 right now. Okay? So, that was like, what, fucking 8 years ago that I was smashing this chick or whatever. And last year, she came into fucking town and she was asking me to buy some weed. Now, she came into town like 2 years ago too, and she was asking for some weed and all that other shit, but I didn't really pay attention to it. I was like, I'm not selling weed or anything like that. But this time around, like last year, she came into town to visit her parents, and at this point, she was already married. She already had a kid and all that other stuff. She lives across the country on the other side. Like, I live in Florida. This girl lives in Hawaii. I'm not going to say any names because obviously we can just say her name's Jennifer to make you feel a little bit better about the story. So, so I knew that she was married. I knew that she had a family. She didn't talk to me about that shit. She didn't really post her man or anything like that. I have her on Snapchat, so I guess I just seen him, but she never talked to me about him. But we kind of stayed in touch. She was always like talking to me, like commenting on my fucking pictures whenever I post gym pics or something like that. Or basically she was just keeping the interaction, but this bitch was fucking married. Now, she came to buy some weed last year. And this time I actually had some fucking weed to fucking sell her. All right? Her man is the one that picked the fucking weed. He's the one that picked up the weed. Obviously, because he was like, all right, I don't know if he knew that I smashed her or anything like that. That didn't come up whenever he was getting the weed from me. But she was the one that was texting me about the ordeal, and she was the one that cashed at me. So she had full communication with me the entire time. But whenever she was talking to me about the weed, she was getting me off this like extremely flirty vibe and stuff like that. And it was crazy because I was talking to her husband for about 20-30 minutes. My dog was in the car too, so I didn't really fucking like, I didn't really want to. It was kind of weird at first because I was like, damn, I smashed your wife. Like, not while you're with her, but like, I don't know if you know about that shit, but I ended up talking to him for about 20-30 minutes. He was actually pretty cool. We had pretty good conversation. He was talking to my dog and shit. Like, it was pretty straight. So then after that, this nigga left. They ended up going back to Hawaii. And about 4 months ago, she hit me up again. Now, I was posting gym pictures, you know, showing off the little body, you know, and shit like that. I was showing off the body, um, giving little thirst traps, and then she was commenting on it. But then this time around, when it was 4 months ago, then she was talking to me about workout plans and stuff like that and how she wanted to get in the gym and all that shit. And I was just like, oh shit, blah, blah, blah. Like, I wasn't trying to hang out with her because I knew that she was fucking married. And I don't roll like that, like on some real shit. So then, unless the husband knows about it, but that's a different story. Like on some cuckold shit. Like I'm not the cuckold type of motherfucker, but I know that there's some guys out there that's fucking about that shit. But that's another fucking story. You know what? I'll make a video about that shit too. So, yeah, she hit me up about 4 months ago, but she wasn't with her husband this time, and she was visiting her parents, and she was trying to hang out with me because she said that she wanted to get a workout in. But I gave her a full workout plan for about 3 months. And I'm at a girl's house right now, so that's why there's the pink bed sheets. So disregard that shit. This is not my bed sheets. She knows that I'm making this video right now. I'm pretty sure she can hear me right now, but I really don't give a fuck. But um, yeah, she hit me up. She was trying to get a workout in. Now, here's the fucking kicker, bro. Here's the kicker. I literally gave her that workout plan, and I told her that I was going to give her a follow-up call within 3 days after the workout plan was already intact because I wanted to see how her results were being. She ignored the fuck out of the call. All right, she ignored the fuck out of the call. So I was like, oh, this bitch isn't serious. And I was pissed off about it because like I was working on my certification for personal training. So I was just like, oh yeah, it's my first client. Like, and I'm not trying to mix pussy with money. Like I'm not trying to do that shit in my mind frame when I was like giving her that shit. So even though I smashed this chick, I wasn't trying to fucking mix that shit up. Like it was strictly business, and especially because I knew that she had a husband, I'm not trying to fucking get in the middle of that. And the nigga was cool, so it was straight. But I didn't talk to her for about a month after that because I was like, whatever. But she was still like conversing with me, and she like on Snapchat commenting on my fucking photos and shit like that. And on top of that, she was also like just being very friendly. So when it was rounding off in a month, and since she was commenting on my pictures, you know, I had a little bit of conversation with her, just seeing how she was doing, seeing how her daughter was doing, and stuff like that. And then, I don't know, I just asked her if she just wanted to hang out in general. I think I asked if she wanted to hang out with her kid or some shit like that. But it was like totally on like some friendly shit. But I was just like, whatever, you know. But I told her that it had to be during the day. Because I told her that I had limited availability because I was busy and I was doing all this other shit like at night. So then this girl, she ended up hitting me up and saying that she can only hang out at night. And she didn't have a car because she ended up flying in to meet her parents and stuff like that. And since she was at her parents, she couldn't find the sitter and all that shit. And I was like, so what are you really trying to do? She didn't tell me what the fuck she was trying to do, but if you can't put two and two together, motherfucker, you like you're missing out. Like the whole story is that this chick was trying to smash. She was trying to smash, and I was trying to get out of it. She was trying to play the friendly vibe to get me to go in there, which girls would do. They would play the friendly role if it comes down to it, if they're trying to get the guy to come in, to give them the chance so that he can see that she's giving off these flirtatious vibes in person and stuff like that. And then it's for the guy to be able to make the move. Because us as guys, we are the leaders. We're the ones that taking the role. We're the ones that, even if a girl wants to smash, she's not going to just come out and just tell you that she wants to fucking smash. The whole point of this story, is there anything else? Yeah. So the whole fucking point of all of this is that this chick is fucking married, bro. And I didn't smash. I was totally giving off the friendly vibe. Like I just said, I just tried to give her the fucking the workout plan and all that shit. And yes, I was pissed off that she didn't fucking at least try the shit. Like, fuck. It took me about 30 minutes to come up with a workout plan for 3 weeks for her. So I was a little upset about that shit. But it didn't even hit me because I was so focused on like not smashing that I didn't even see that she was actually trying to smash. And she was definitely trying to do that. And then whenever I was trying to just see what's up with her, then after that, like her husband already came into town and all that shit. And then she just had no availability at all, not even to go work out or nothing like that. I didn't even know that she was married. I thought that she broke up with him because she was in town for like a month at this point. So I didn't fucking know. Like, and obviously she's not going to tell me what the fuck she has on the back end. But that nigga didn't know about me. He didn't know that. I don't even think that he knew that I smashed his wife whenever I was giving him the weed like a year ago. I'm pretty sure that conversation didn't come up. I'm pretty sure. She probably lied about it. I don't fucking know. Maybe she told him, but look, all I know is that this girl was trying to smash and she literally had a husband and then the shit fell through as soon as he came into town. But before he came into town, this nigga was not on her Snapchats. There was nothing about it. She seemed like she was totally open to hanging out with me, but I was pushing her to the side because I didn't know the situation. And I don't know if you see my videos when I first started making my channel, but I was like, bro, I'm not trying to hang out with no girls that have a fucking man. But I'm past that shit because every girl has a fucking man that they have in their back pocket. It's either a beta male or some guy that they're seeing on a regular basis. Every girl needs that because they need the fucking validation unless they're some fucking weirdo. So, look, do not push for a fucking relationship. Please do not push for a relationship because if you do that shit, you are only fucking yourself up because then you're going to have to kiss her ass because then she's going to expect you to do all this and that. And then the more that you do that, those are tests, by the way. The more that you do that, the less attraction that she's going to have with you. Then she's going to be pushing you away and then she's going to go seek that alpha that she's going to go try to smash behind your fucking back. I was the alpha in that situation, and I still chose not to do that because of my moral obligations or whatever the fuck. And this nigga probably know nothing about it. Maybe he's cheating on her. Maybe they have something going on. Who knows? Who gives a fuck? Maybe they broke up. None of that came up, but she was trying to hang out. So that's just it. I hope that you guys got some type of gems from that. And if you guys have any testimonies that's similar to the story that I just told, comment down below and just let these other guys know, because if you let them know, then that just gives them the realization of not trying to look for the one and just focusing on just living their life, living a life of abundance and enjoying their life. And then the right woman is going to come into your life if that's something that you're looking for. If you're looking to build a rotation, don't be trying to push these girls into a relationship just so that you can have them. Just let them know that you are dating. Let them know that they can do whatever the fuck they want. And if they're trying to tell you that you're the only one, that's manipulation. Don't let yourself get manipulated by a woman that's trying to tell you that you're the one, because then that is a trap, because she's still going to have those guys that's on the back burner. A woman shows you how much she loves you and how much she wants you by her actions, not her words. Don't listen to her words. Listen to her fucking actions. Alpha. Ow!